There is actually one bit of news to mention.
We have a new book.
We do. We got a Black Label book's been announced. So yeah, we got a Zatanna book, Zatanna Black Label book. It's coming in June. It's called Zatanna Bringing Down the House, by Mariko Tamaki, which is cool, and Javier Rodriguez on the art. Yeah, it's just kind of neat.
I'm very into this, and the preview art looks phenomenal.
Yeah, the page. Well, there's more than one. There's a little arrow here. Yeah, but the pages that they've shown here do look pretty solid.
The work with the negative space looks very like it's gonna make this stand out as a Zatanna story. So,
yeah, I think I like that we're getting a Black Label book that isn't a Batman or Superman comic, because a lot of them have been that, and most of them have been at least really good. So I've not really complained about any of them existing by and large, because they've all been interesting to read. But it is nice to get a character that isn't one of those two.
There's not been a lot of variety. You've had the Swamp Thing book that Lemay
Green
did.
Hell.
Yeah.
Was tangentially still, but the Catwoman book.
Yeah,
I count that well enough. But yeah, it's most. There's been one or two Superman, and then the rest have all been Batman.
Here's a fun trivia question. Do you know what book Zatanna made her debut in?
I don't have a clue, but I'll give it a guess just for the shits and giggles. I'm going to guess Sensation Comics.
Okay.
3, 1, 2.
You're gonna give a number.
All right. Okay.
I would have guessed the Detective Comics.
No, it's actually Hawkman.
I would never have guessed that.
Yeah, by Gardner Fox and Murphy Anderson in 1964. So I'd have guessed it was going to be like an action or a detective, one of the long running.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So
if in doubt, guess one of those.
But yeah, I did not know that. So, Hawkman, that book, and Gardner Fox, who created the concept of the Justice League.
Good.
Yeah, very cool.
Good to know. So it's set at a Las Vegas hotel. Something with magic goes wrong and sets her life on a new path. So yeah, I mean, it's just
I
nice.
don't care what the premise is. With that team on a Zatanna book, I was going to read it.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm excited to see Tamaki on another DC book. It's nice to know she's still in the camp, as it were, making books for them. So exciting, because she did that one Supergirl one shot, but that was like the last thing she did, and it's been a little while now. Our detective run was really enjoyable, but that was over a year ago now. So yeah, nice to see. So that's cool, and that was basically it for the news. The only other mildly interesting thing is that James Gunn did put out like a list of his influences for Superman, like all the books he's inspired by, in addition to the 1978 movie. They're kind of predictable for the most part, but yeah, you've got Superman for All Seasons.
I've not seen this. I'm just guessing. All Star.
Yeah, All Star's on the list. This is just the order, though. I got For All Seasons. You got All Star Superman. You've got the recent Johnson run mentioned, and there was a couple other ones as well. But it was I think Alan Moore's Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow was brought up as well. Plus Kingdom Come was mentioned.
So the mostly the predictable ones.
But they're all in the spirit of Superman and what makes that character work, right?
I think
so. That makes me feel good.
They're predictable for a reason. Yeah.
Although him mentioning the recent good run, I think it's a good sign that he's actually keeping up with things, that it's not just he's read the greats and nothing more. Yeah. So that's cool.
When I saw that the Authority had been cast, and they kind of match up with the War World stuff, I was like, okay, there might be some of that. And then the S on the suit is very reminiscent of Superman and the Authority by Morrison. So I'm not surprised.
But I just what, this all points to him at least understanding the character. Let's hope he does. After some of the quotes I read from Zack Snyder this week, I just want a creator who knows who the character is.
I watched that full thing,
I'm
The worst
sorry.
part of that is I think he does know what the character is, and then actively decided that he wanted to do something different with them. Like it's not. I don't think it was a place of ignorance that it came from.
No, it's a different. It's different for the sake of being different.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to do something that was in character yet different, he's just like, nah, we're gonna do something that's not that character, and that makes me want to punch things.
Yeah,
He was so determined to do something new and something different that it became unrecognizable. But I don't think he fundamentally misunderstands. I think he does, and then actively pivoted away from that.
Which to me makes it worse.
Yeah.
Well, it's the classic, is it better to be thought of as an idiot or to be thought of as an asshole? Like, which one would you prefer?
Yeah. Which I can tell you, my brother had a run-in with him when he worked in Hawaii. And let's just say that it's more the latter than the former.
I mean,
so
I've never really heard anything bad about him as a person before.
No. And for the record, we never actually said what he said this week. Basically, he just, for the audience here, he said that Batman can never be relevant again if he doesn't start killing. Like something
as long
effect.
as he keeps the no-kill rule, he'll always be irrelevant.
Yeah, so just
like,
keep him away from anything I care about, please. That's all I want.
Here's my question then: why is there Joker? If his Batman has zero problems with killing, why is Joker still popping around in Suicide Squad? That means Batman's bad at his job, and that again makes it worse.